EA Sports, within the game.
Harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot.
From the side. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Fall down these two. Hey, 15.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Attack!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, go. 15. Good time.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to get it.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Come back!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Calm down, baby!
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On second and goal, Rodgers, he'll buy some, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nicole Hardman to return it from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on second and 10. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. More the man in motion. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow. 15.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there, Rodgers to Cobb. And even 40 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yellow. Attack.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get one of the best.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
We are going.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, hey, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
Yellow.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them here as they go first and 10 at their own 44. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They play
touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, Ripley.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip the cap to them.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never like to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, this offense has been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play?
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for KC. 76 yards. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Mahomes will throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950.
Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
15. Easy. Hey, 57 colors.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 70 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
He's got a man complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. 15.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
It's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Rodgers throwing here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Rodgers looking to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. They took